there is comfort in being an unfinished product. I think a lot of times in life we strive for the perfect everything. The perfect physique, the perfect career, the perfect experience. Literally everything that you can possibly imagine, we want to be perfect because, we believe that that's something that will make us happy. But the truth is that when something's finished, and it is perfect, and it is complete, that's it for that thing. It's over. There is an end to that. The beautiful part about finding comfort in being unfinished is that the mission never ends, and it's a constant grind for a perfection that doesn't exist. And it's a constant grind for improvement. It's a constant grind. And one thing I will say is that the gym teaches this. The gym teaches us that no matter how hard we work, we are always going to constantly want a better physique. We're always going to constantly want to get stronger, get faster, because in reality, there is always room to improve in the gym and your physical abilities. So when you look at that, and the things that are going on outside of your life, or outside of the gym, like, your career, relationships, experiences, all of that, it maybe allows you to appreciate the things that aren't perfect in your life that you wish were perfect. Whatever perfect means to you. But the truth is, something that's unfinished, that whole entire journey is a lot more beautiful and a lot more perfect than you think. So, maybe instead of fearing imperfection and, looking for the flaws in yourself, maybe honor it and embrace it, and embrace your flaws and embrace the imperfections in your life. Just really think about the things that you have purpose in. Imagine you finally become complete in the gym. You become finished. We'll say finished. You have the perfect physique and you believe that you're, maxed out on strength and speed and all that. Then what? Then you lose that. You lose that fire, that passion to improve. So to me, it would never make sense to be satisfied. I would say literally, in everything that I do in life, I'm never satisfied. I don't think that there's any glory in having an ending to a lot of things. Obviously, bad things that are bad for you, they deserve to end. But, the gym, I know that this is a lifelong journey. I know that I will never reach a perfect physique. I know I'll never be fucking the Incredible Hulk with strength. But that's the most beautiful part about it, is the journey. The grind is the most beautiful part about it. A lot of people don't appreciate the grind. They don't appreciate the work that you got to put in. And that goes for everything in life. Career, relationships. Nobody wants to work for shit. They just want shit like this. So to kind of circle back, there is so much more comfort in being unfinished when you can realize that the journey is what's really most important. You don't want to be finished, these things that you love. Be real. Be honest with yourself. You don't want to be done these things. You just want acceptance from other people. That's really what it is. I've become, and I talk about this a lot, I don't really show my physique anymore because I'm so... With the gym, I went through a period where that's all I cared about, is how I looked. And then I got to a point where I started wearing baggy shit, and I just stopped caring about that side and more about the mental benefits that the gym was giving me, and just the fact that I was going and improving, and I know that I'm improving. I stopped looking for outside validation from other people and started looking for validation from myself. The things that were important to me, which is just getting in the gym and pushing myself past the limits, past the boundaries that, my body might have, was all that mattered at a certain point. And I think it's really as I got older. When I was in my early 20s and my late teens, All I cared about was how I looked. And I would even go as far as saying how strong I was so that other people would clap for me and be like, holy shit. And, you just want validation from other people. There is a long process. There's a long process that I think I went through, over the course of the last, 5 years, where I believe I found myself, to a level that not a lot of people reach. And it's I'm very content with who I am. And that goes hand in hand with this conversation that, I am way more than comfortable with the idea of being an unfinished product, an unfinished person. The gym is unfinished for me. My jobs, careers, all that is unfinished for me. Life will forever be unfinished for me. There's nothing to finish here, but more so to strive to become better, to fall in love with the journey, and appreciate all of that.